Hey, thanks for getting here so fast.
Yes, no problem. What's going on?
Kate took off a little while ago. She had Simon's ashes with her, and she didn't tell me where she was going.
She had Simon's ashes with her.
All she said was that she wanted to settle things with him once and for all. I think we pushed things too far when we told her to think about having a memorial service.
Yeah, probably. I think maybe you're right.
So what should we do? Wherever she went, she's not in the best shape to drive.
Well, grab your coat. You're coming with me.
I can't let you do that. It's late. You got your family at home.
Neither one of us is going to get any sleep until we know that Katie is safe. Let's go.
Thanksgiving, Simon. I do have a lot to be thankful for. Good family, good friends, food, health. But it's just not the same without you. Oh, if Thanksgiving was this bad, I don't even want to imagine what Christmas is going to be like. Maybe I could put up a tree. Decorations. The cottage is still gonna feel empty. Like me. I'm still so empty without you. Margot and Tom and Mike all say that I'm just clinging to your memory, and if I continue to do that, then I'm never gonna be able to move on. And maybe they're right. But how do I say goodbye? The only person that can help me let you go is you. I guess that's why I'm here. I keep thinking that somehow I'm some symbol of bad luck to the men who try to love me. And if that's true, then how can I ever move on? So, I guess I'm asking for a sign. Simon, just tell me that you're okay and that I'm not the biggest romantic jinx in the world.
Jennifer.
Hey, Jen. Hi.
What brings you by? Everything okay?
Yeah, well, just stuff, you know.
I better get some sleep. Big day tomorrow. Night, Jenny.
Night, everyone.
Good night, cowboy.
What's up?
Well, I was just at the church talking to Mom.
What was she doing? Was she setting something up? Jennifer, you have to tell me everything you saw.
Dad, she wasn't doing anything. We were just talking. You asked me to go by and see if she had anything planned for tomorrow, and that's what I did.
Uh-huh, and what did she have to say for herself?
Dad, I mostly talked about how sad she is. That she'll miss being with her oldest son on the most important day of his life. She wasn't up to anything. She was heartbroken. And she promised.
Oh, yes. That should put my watchdog to sleep. Bennett?
Is there problems, Ryan?
Actually, I'm feeling a little restless. I thought that I would go out tonight.
You're free to go wherever you please.
So long as I stay at least 500 yards away from my youngest son and you're on my heels.
Those are the rules, man.
So that means that you're going to dog behind me as usual?
I'm afraid so, man.
I hope you wore your running shoes.
Rose!
voice changer. Gotta get to it.
You said you found some sort of gadget in Paul's penthouse. Is this it?
Where'd you find
It
it?
doesn't matter where I found it. I need to hear it from Molly. You recognize this voice changer thing?
It looks like what I found in Paul's jacket.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He made that call. He disguised his voice and he threatened you.
And he denied it, and I believed him. Why? Why would he do it to me?
Give him some water, would you?
In less than 24 hours, I was gonna be his wife. I'm always on his side. Paul will never hurt me, and now I find out that he's the guy that's trying to scare me half to death. Why would he do this?
People lie to control you, to keep the peace while they play funny little games behind your back.
Paul,
Pick it up.
what am I supposed to say to him? That I know he's absolutely crazy. Why does he want to see me dead? Hello?
Hey, Rose. Got home, you disappeared.
I can't talk right now, Paul.
Why not? What's going on?
Tell him the truth. Tell him you're at Metro with me and the two of you are over. Tell him.
Rose. What's going on? You with Dusty?
It's late. We'll talk tomorrow.
No, Rose, we gotta talk now. Rose?
Talk to him tomorrow morning about what? Just promise me that when morning comes, you don't go over to that church to marry that psycho.
Simon, if I'm some sort of curse to the men in my life, then I need to know. Because I don't want what happened to you to happen to someone else. Ugh, I know it's a lot asking for this sign, but it doesn't have to be some big earth-shattering thing. Just, I don't know, some lightning or maybe some December thunder.
Well, hello. I thought everyone had gone for the night. Is there something I can do for you?
Maybe, yeah. Do you think it's possible to communicate with someone who's crossed over? You know, I mean, I know I can talk to him, but can he talk to me?
You mean your loved one? Well, now that's a big question. But I think that when someone we've loved passes on, we keep them in our hearts. It's not the end of anything. It's just a transformation. We have to allow ourselves other forms of communication.
Right, so can he give me a sign?
I think we have to leave the big job to the big guy. God will give you the answers you're looking for.
Thank you. Dear God, I love Simon so much, and I always will. But there's someone else who has feelings for me right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about him deep down inside. I mean, he's such a great friend, and Well, I guess that brings us to my big question. If the bad luck that I brought to Simon and the bad luck that I brought to this other person is some sort of retribution for things that I've done in my past, well, I guess the question I need to ask you is, can you give me the strength to walk away?
Look, I know that Paul's wedding is going to cause Barbara some stress tomorrow. I mean, she can't stand the thought of losing her little boy, so yes, it is going to be a very, very tough day.
Well, would it kill you to give her a break?
You know what? I've decided to give us all a break, and that's why I have hired a very competent young officer named Bennett to make sure that Barbara doesn't come within 500 yards of that church tomorrow.
Dad, could you stop being a cop for just a minute?
Yes, but I can't stop being a father.
She is not up to anything.
Oh, Jennifer, honey, do you know, as a daughter, you are right up there, but as a cop kid, you ain't gonna make it.
I am being objective about this, Dad.
I'm sorry, honey, but you've been had. That's what's happened.
Is there a problem, Miss Ryan?
You know, Bennett, I realize that we're stuck with each other, and I'm trying to accept that. But I don't see that there's any law that says we can't have a drink together, is there?
Ma'am,
Now. I get kind of lonely sometimes, cut off from my family, being followed like a common criminal. You're the only one I see these days, and I know you don't want to be here. It's just that I feel very alone. I used to have a big, wonderful, happy family, but look at me, trying to beg for a crumb of kindness from a stranger.
I'm sorry about your situation, ma'am.
Thank you. I tell you what, why don't I buy us a nightcap, and then I promise I will be a good little girl, and I'll go straight up to my room and get a good night's sleep, and you can go home to your place and get a good night's sleep, too.
Actually, Miss Ryan...
No alcohol. I know the rules. I was married to a cop for many, many years. They do serve soft drinks here. What do you say?
All right.
No. My treat. I insist. What'll you have?
I'll take a ginger ale, straight.
You bet. One ginger ale, and it's Betty by time for you, Officer Bennett. And I always keep my promises.
Rose, listen, you gotta give me a chance to
Can't come to
explain.
the phone right now, but if you leave a message.
Damn it! She's with Dusty. You find the voice changer. Right into the arms of Dusty Donovan.
Hey, Mr. Ryan, just dropped in to check in.
Really? So where's Rose?
I thought you would have known. I just dropped her off at home. Yeah, she's all safe and sound.
Look, I just got off the phone with Rose, and she's at Metro.
What?
With Dusty.
How does she...
Of course, you already knew that, didn't you? Because you're working for Dusty, aren't you?
Oh, Mr. Ryan, let me explain to you. Ah.
You're fired.
You don't have to explain anything to anyone. All that's over now.
Why would he do it to me? Why? To me?
It's not just the phone call. Don't forget that he trashed your car.
Oh, I just can't believe that he would go that far.
Well, who else wants to scare you out of your mind? You saw what he did to your car. I showed you the pattern of the gloves, didn't I?
What did I do to him? I was ready to give him my life. My life. Why?
Listen to me. He'd take your life. He made those death threats. You hear me?
I gotta go home. I gotta get out of here.
I'll take you.
No, you can't do that.
No, I want to. If Paul calls, tell him nothing. Hey, you hear me?
Every word. Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't be objective about all this, but you know, I don't blame Mom one bit for trying to stop Paul from marrying that Sal, and if she does find a way to stop that wedding tomorrow, I will not be shedding a tear. In fact, if Mom does show up at the church, I will come to the wedding. Oh, no. Sorry, Squirt. We were, just playing that what-if game.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. And what are you doing out of bed?
Oh, you try sleeping with Jennifer screeching.
Hey, you little troublemaker. You're not gonna get out of hot water by putting me into
Was
it.
there a party going on down here or something?
I didn't mean to get everybody out of bed. I'm sorry.
Oh, please. I can never sleep the night before a wedding, so don't worry.
So, if Mom's not really coming to the wedding, why were you guys talking as if she is?
Oh, she isn't. She isn't. I'm sorry, Will. Like I said, we were just talking.
Yeah. And that's what you get for eavesdropping.
All right, well, next time you stop by, could you keep it down? I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good night, Squirt. Good night. Well, he certainly got pretty good at pretending. You're making a first-class liar out of my little brother.
Now, just wait a minute,
Dad,
Jennifer.
no, he misses Mom. Okay, he hops out of bed the second he hears her name and thinking that he's going to be able to see her.
And what he needs is a mother who is stable.
So you're not going to change your mind? You're not going to let him see her, even for just a minute? Dad, it'll help them both. He'll feel happy that she's not being left out, and she will feel like she's not losing both sons at the same time.
The only thing that will help Barbara right now is a good psychiatrist with access to some heavy pharmaceuticals.
All right, fine. But you know what? If Mom does find a way to botch up this wedding tomorrow, you only have yourself to blame.
You have so much more going for you, Bennett, than most of the young officers have these days. Most of them are children, robots who can't think for themselves. But you've been so respectful, so kind.
Thanks, ma'am.
You're welcome. I'm sure your mother would be so proud of you. You remind me in many ways of my own son, Paul. Or at least the way Paul used to be. There was nothing that he wouldn't do for me back then. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. Did your mother used to read fairy tales to you before you slipped off to sleep? Off to another soft world on your soft, big bed?
Bennett.
Bennett, it's Munson. You still watching our subject?
Like a hawk.
That's what I like to hear. Listen, I want you to stop by the station after the relief pitcher gets there. I want to go over our game plan for the wedding tomorrow.
Yes, sir, will do. I'm just about to see her to her suite right now.
I'll be waiting.
We have to leave already?
Aren't you tired? I can barely keep my eyes open.
Oh, well, it's been such a long day for you, but you haven't finished your ginger ale. That will perk you right up.
No, thanks. It's okay.
No, but come on now. It's not polite to say no to a lady. Your mother would have wanted you to do that. There you go. There you go. All gone. And what do you say that I order you a refill? I haven't finished mine yet.
All right. Hold on, let's go. Actually, I don't think that'd be such a good idea. What the...
putting my...
Sweet dreams, babyface.
Is he all right? What happened?
You know, some fellas just can't hold their liquor. Why don't you let him sleep it off?
Hi. Where's Rose?
I don't know. Where is she?
I don't have time for this, Molly. Could you... She in the back? Just go get her. Tell her that I'm here, please.
Paul, why would your fiance be in a bar the night before a wedding?
I don't know. Rose, I talked to her on the phone in the background. I heard Dusty say that she was here.
She's not. She's not here anymore, okay? She found that voice-changing thing that you used to make that threatening call, and she knows that you did it. And she's angry, and she left.
Well, where did she go? Did she go home?
Listen, Paul, if I were you,
You're not me, Molly. You're not. And it's our wedding day tomorrow, and I don't know where she is, and I don't know what's going on. Will you tell me what's going on? Will you tell me where she is? I don't know. What I got to do, take this... I will, Molly. I'll take this place apart. I'll do that.
Why are you being so selfish? You know you're not the only one whose heart is breaking tonight. You're not the only one with something to lose.
Tell me where she is. Please. Tell me where she is so I can find him and I can make this right.
They left a few minutes ago. He took her home. Dusty took her home. To her place.
Drink this. Can I get you something else?
But thank you.
Oh, come on, forget
Thank
about
you.
it. Take a sip. You'll feel better.
How can you...
How
can you be so nice to me after the way that I've treated you recently?
Come on, let's not talk
Yeah, you
about
tried to warn me about Paul. You tried to say that he was out to get me, that the marriage was all a lie. Here I am thinking that you're trying to break up our engagement because you're still in love with me. Is that crazy? God.
Yeah.
Love. What is love, you know? I mean, Paul swore to the moon and back that he was in love with me. And he would do anything for me. I was ready to give up everything that I loved in my life for that man, and it was just a lie.
It's okay. I mean, you know, he fooled a lot of people. Holden and Lily, the cops, although that doesn't say much.
He didn't fool you. And I need to thank you for that.
Come on, forget about it. What are you gonna thank me for anyway? Breaking your heart?
No. Paul did that. And I need to thank you for not giving up and to go to all these lengths to make me listen.
Forget it.
Now there's one more thing. Thank you for forgiving me just a minute ago.
For what?
For me thinking that you were still in love with me.
Well, you know, that's something that's never changed. I'm still crazy about you.
Coming up on As the World Turns. Mike.
Yeah, that's Katie's car, all right.
Yeah, well, this is where she and Simon got married. Do you want me to hang out here for a while, you know, just in case?
I can handle it. But thank you for using your cop brain to help me track her down.
Yeah, well, I've been putting out APBs on my little sister for a long time now. She is crazy about you, you know.
I don't know what I know anymore.
Good luck.
What in the world?
Mike.
Look who I found outside.
Miss Ryan?
Yes?
Oh, hey, Dr. Daniels. Walker Daniels?
Oh, from Memorial, yes.
Yes, yes.
How do you do? John Dixon has told me a lot about you.
Oh, all good, I hope. Actually, John Dixon's the reason I'm here. I'm covering for him while he's at a conference in California. His service forwarded his messages to me.
I see. You heard all of my frantic pleas, huh? Perfect ending to a perfect day.
Actually, I was afraid something was wrong. Is something wrong, Miss Ryan?
No, everything's just fine. Thank you.
I see you just sit here in the freezing cold for the good of your health, right? I guess I should try that, too.
I am sorry to have troubled you, Doctor.
No, hey, listen, you know what? John made me promise I'd take good care of his patients. So if there is something wrong, Miss Ryan, I'd be happy to help if you let me.
You can't go around saying things like that.
Like what? Did I love you?
My life is falling apart right here at this very moment. The man that I thought was going to marry me was trying to destroy me, and now you picked this time right here at this moment to tell me that you still love me.
What, you think I didn't have an investment in proving to you that Paul was dangerous?
Well, clearly.
Or you want me to pretend to you that my feelings for you are dead and gone? I'm not going to lie to you. You've had enough of that from your fiancé.
What am I supposed to do, huh? Just jump in your arms because you're the conquering hero?
I expect nothing from you. Nothing. You owe me nothing.
I don't know what to do. The man that I thought loved me hates me, and you now, the man who dumped me thinks he loves me
He took
still.
off in that
This is
plane. It's
great.
not the same Paul Ryan who came back. They're two very different animals.
What am I supposed to do? I don't... he's probably around town running around trying to figure out where I am, what's going on.
So what? So let him worry, let him wonder, but do not let him back in your heart. He's gonna make all kinds of excuses, and he's good at it. You know that now.
Is this a game? What's going on here? Is it because if it's a competition, I can't be a part of it.
I love you, and I'm looking out for you. I don't want anything in return. Nothing. You had two morons playing tug of war with you for a long time, and maybe it's gonna take you a long time to trust me again. But I'll wait.
But Paul, I can't.
Paul, you know what? Paul wanted you to trust Paul. And just Paul. He wanted to scare you, to keep guys like me away, and the rest of the world who cared about you. You call that love? I call that prison. And you can't stand up in church tomorrow promising your life to a guy who owns the key to your prison cell. You can't do that.
This is my life. This is my life, and it turns out that Paul is no better than Barbara, or James, or Jennifer. Where do I go?
Just hold on to me for now. Just hold on.
these little sweet lambs? Isn't she beautiful? She's the sign I was looking for, the sign that I am not some bad luck to the men who love me.
Run that by me again.
I came here asking for a sign that I'm not poison when it comes to romance.
If you need to know if you were bad luck in love, you didn't have to come ask the guy upstairs.
I cost Simon his life.
He didn't die because of you. He was alive because of you. I mean, he had love, Katie, and joy. Because you came into his world.
It just all ended so fast.
It's like that sometimes. But you changed his life. And he risked his life for you because he knew that you were worth it.
How can you be sure of all that?
Simon and I are a lot alike.
What the hell happened to you?
I don't know. She must have slipped something in my drink.
Drink? You were drinking with her?
I had a ginger ale. She was upset.
Where is she now?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry I let you down like this. She just seems so harmless.
Mm-hmm. And then you get to know her.
What are you gonna do about tomorrow?
The wedding? Don't sweat it. Barbara's all mine from here out. I know how to handle her.
What seems to be the problem, Miss Wright?
I appreciate your concern, Doctor, but I didn't call John about a medical problem. John and I we are old friends. It's nothing important, really.
Well, you know, I'm quite handy in all kind of emergencies. Broken pipes, flat tires, fixing parking tickets. You might say I've seen it all, so why don't you just lay it on me? What do you need?
I was going to ask John to put me up for the night.
Well, on behalf of John Dixon, because I'm sure you're a pretty decent person yourself, and my mouth is about to freeze shut. I got a couch. It puts most beds to shame. It's yours, no questions asked for the night. You know, every now and then, adults, they need to run away from home, too.
What's wrong?
You can't hold me like that.
Why not?
Because it's too...
Do what?
It's too comfortable. It's too familiar.
And that's bad?
I can't, because I can't get tangled up with you.
Come on, we've been
I have so much
tangled up
other
in
stuff
each
going
other
on in
since
my
we
life.
laid eyes on each other.
I can't give you what you want.
What do you think I want? I don't want anything from you. No promises, no apologies. Nothing. You're not gonna get away with this, Rose. Not this time.
That's all you wanted. A sign that you're not bad luck in love.
Yep.
What are you gonna do now that you have it?
I don't know. I guess I'll wait for the next line.
Come on, let me take you home.
Oh, wait, what about my little lamb?
Well, there's a farmer up the road. She probably belongs there.
Well, then we'll take her back there. I can't let my little sign be wandering around.
Come on.
You got her? I'll get the doors. It's snowing. This is the final sign that I needed.
You needed it to snow.
Yes! When Simon and I got married, I was sure that no one was going to show up. And then all of a sudden, these two little lambs walked in. And then all of a sudden, all the people that I love walked in, and it started snowing. Right there. The most beautiful, sweet snowflakes just fluttering down.
Right in the church.
Yes, right in the church. It was a sign then, and it's a sign now. Simon's, or God's, or the cosmos' way of telling me that it's finally okay to...
It's what?
to open up my heart again.
You're amazing.
I'm freezing.
Come on, can I take you home now?
Yeah. Wish I could take home my little lamb. Snickers would love her. Everybody needs a friend.
I won't push you to tell me what's wrong. You can have total space if that's what you need. You call the shots.
As tempting as it is. Thank you. I will find some place to stay tonight. But I won't forget your generosity.
Okay, well, if you do change your mind, you know where to find me. In the meantime, you stay warm, okay?
Good night, Doctor. And you are right about one thing. I am calling all the shots.
This is where you belong. With me.
Yeah, you don't want me like this. My heart busted in a million pieces by some other guy.
Let me stay here tonight. I'm gonna hold you till morning. Okay?
I like that.
Dusty. You are never gonna walk away from her, are you?
Not until Rose D'Angelo is dead.
On the next As the World Turns.
Well, I already talked to Allison, and she told me all that I need to know.
And you're 100% sure that Allison's baby is not yours?
Don't threaten your life. You have proof of it. You gotta call that wedding off now.
You wouldn't quit until you had me convinced that she would betray me.
You always hate it when I'm right.